Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. We welcome you all for online learning initiative Ekalaiva. Today we are going to start our new lesson, Unit 4 in History, People's Revolt. The learning objectives of this lesson are we are going to know about the Palayakarar, that is polygar system in Tamil Nadu, to understand the role of Pulitevar and Kattabomman in the anti-British uprising, to know about the South Indian Rebellion, to know the causes and effects of Vellore Mutiny, to understand the cause and impact of revolt of 1857. These are the various topics we are going to learn in this lesson. In our previous chapter, we discussed about various battles. Isn't it Battle of Plassey, Maratha what we discussed? So, the establishment of political and economic dominance by the British over many parts of India after the Battle of Plassey disrupted the political, social, and economic order of the country. The English assumed the right of collecting the annual tribute from the Palayakaras. The first resistance to the British was offered by the Pulitevar. Since then, there had been rebellion by Palayakaras such as Veerapandiya Kattabomman, Oomaithurai, Marudu brothers, and Veeran Chinnamalai. So first, origin of Palayam. The whole country was divided into 72 Palayams. Before that, if you take the Vijayanagar rulers, they appointed Nayaks in their provinces. For example, the Nayak of Madurai in turn appointed Palayakarar. Vishwanatha became the Nayak of Madurai in 1529. He noticed that he could not control the leaders who wanted more powers in their provinces. So, with the consultation of his minister Ariyanatha Mudaliyar, Vishwanatha he instituted Palayakarar system in 1529. So, according to that, the whole country was divided into 72 Palayams and each one was put under a Palayakarar. So Palayakarar, he was the holder of a territory or a Palayam. These Palayams were held in military tenure and extended their full cooperation to be need of the Nayak. So the Palayakarars collected taxes of which one third was given to the Nayak of Madurai and another one third for the expenditure of the army and rest was kept for themselves. Early revolts of South India. Under that first revolt of the Palayakaras. During the 17th and 18th centuries, the Palayakaras they played a vital role in the politics of Tamil Nadu. They regarded themselves as independent, and among the Palayakaras, there were two blocks, Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc. The Eastern Palayams were the Nayaks ruled under the control of Kattabomman, whereas the Western Palayams were the Maravas ruled under the control of Pulitevar. These two persons, Kattabomman and Maravas, that is Pulitevar, they refused to pay the tribute to the English and they started to rebel. So the early struggle between the Palayakaras and the East India Company had a strong political dimension, but by the Carnatic Treaty of 1792, consolidated the English power over the Palayakaras. The English got the right to collect taxes. So the result was the outbreak of the revolt of Palayakaras. Now, Pulithevar, he was the pioneer in Tamil Nadu. He was the first person to start and to protest against the English rule in India. And he was the Palayakarar of the Nerkattum Seval near Tirunelveli. During his period, he refused to pay the tribute to Muhammad Ali and also to the Muhammad Ali. He was the Nawab of Arcot and also to the English. So he started to oppose them. Hence, the forces of the Nawab of Arcot and the English attacked Pulithevar. He refused to pay and he started to oppose them. These combined forces were defeated by Pulithevar at Tirunelveli, and he was the first Indian king to have fought and defeated the British in India. So after this victory, Pulithevar attempted to form a league of the Palayakaras to oppose the British as well as the Nawab. In 1759, Nirkattum Seval it was attacked by the forces of Nawab of Arcot under the leadership of Yusuf Khan. Pulithevar was defeated at Andanallur and the Nawab forces captured Nirkattum Seval in the year 1761. Pulithevar, who lived in exile, recaptured Nirkattum Seval in 1764. Later, he was defeated by Captain Campbell in 1767. Pulithevar escaped and died in exile without fulfilling his purpose, although his courageous trail of struggle for independence in the history of South India. Next, Veerapandiya Kattabomman. The ancestors of Veerapandiya Kattabomman belonged to Andhra. They migrated to Tamil country during the 11th century. So, as a feudatory under Pandyas, Jagaveera Pandya Kattabomman, he ruled over a place called Veerapandiyapuram, and Panchalam Kurichi was its capital. He later became a Poligar during the rule of Nayak, and he was succeeded by his son Veerapandiya Kattabomman, and his wife's name was Chakkamal, and his brothers were Umaiturai and Sevataya. So after the decline of the Vijayanagar Empire, the Mughals established their supremacy in the south. The Nawabs acted as their representatives in Karnataka. This Panchalam Kurichi Palayam was acted as an ally to the Nawab of Arcot, hence it paid tribute to the Nawabs. But in 1792, the political condition had completely changed. Based on the Carnatic Treaty of 1792, the company gained the right to collect taxes from Panchalam Kurichi. So the collection of tribute was the main cause for the rivalry between the English and Kattabomman. So Kattabomman in 1798 he met collector called Colin Jackson. He was the collector of Ramanathapuram. So he wrote many letters to Kattabomman asking him to pay the tribute. But Kattabomman replied that he was not in a position to remit the tribute due to famine in the country. But Colin Jackson he got angry and he decided to send an expedition to punish Kattabomman. But the Madras government directed the collector to summon the Palayakarar at Ramanathapuram and hold a discussion. In 1798, Kattabomman and his minister called Sivasubramaniam, they met the collector at Ramanathapuram Upon a verification of accounts, Colin Jackson was convinced that Kattabomman had declared most of the arrears, leaving only some amount. During this interview, Kattabomman and his minister Sivasubramanian had to stand before that collector for 3 hours. The collector insulted them and tried to arrest Kattabomman and his minister. Kattabomman tried to escape with his minister. Umathurai suddenly entered the fort with his men and helped Kattabomman to escape from that fort. But unfortunately, his minister Sivasubramaniam was taken as prisoner. Edward Clive and Kattabomman. After his return to Panchalam Kurichi from Ramanathapuram, he wrote a letter to the Madras Council narrating the behavior of the collector, Colin Jackson. Edward Clive, he was the governor of Madras Council during that time. He ordered Kattabomman to surrender. The Madras Council directed Kattabomman to appear before a committee. Meanwhile, Edward Clive dismissed the collector for his misbehavior and released Kattabomman's minister Sivasubramanian also. Kattabomman appeared before the committee and found he was not guilty. S.R. Lushington, he was appointed collector in the place of Colin Jackson, who was eventually dismissed from service. During that time, Marudhu Pandian of Sivaganga formed the South Indian Confederacy of rebels against the British along with the neighboring Palyakaras. So this confederacy declared proclamation which came to be known as Trichurapalli Proclamation, and Kattabomman was very much interested in this confederacy. He tried to establish his influence over a place called Sivagiri, who refused to join with the alliance of the rebels. Kattabomman advanced towards Sivagiri, but the Palyakarar of that Sivagiri was a tributary to the company. So the company considered the expedition of Kattabomman as a challenge to their authority. So the company ordered the army to march to Panchalam Kurichi, which was the capital of Veerapandya Kattabomman. So during that time, Major Bannerman, he moved his army towards Panchalam Kurichi on 5th September. They cut off all the communications to the fort. So in a clash at Kallarpatti, Sivasubramaniam was taken as a prisoner again. Kattabomman escaped to Pudukkottai. Vijay Raghunatha Tondaiman, and he was the Raja of Pudukkottai. He captured Kattabomman from the jungles and hand over him to the company. So after the fall of Panjalam Kuruchi, Bannerman brought the prisoners to an assembly of the Palyakaras and after trial sentenced them to death. Sivasubramania was executed at a place called Nagalapuram. On the 16th October, Veerapandya Kattabomman was tried before an assembly of Palyakaras summoned at a place called Kayathar. On 17th October 1799, Kattabomman was hanged at a place called Kayathar, but Kattabomman's heroic deeds were the subject of many folk ballads which kept his memory alive among the people even today. Okay, children, we discussed about Veerapandya Kattabomman and Puliteva. Tomorrow we will be continuing further with other great people. Thank you, children.